today's topic. All right, right now we're chill. How do you want to start this?
We better than you, better than you. We better than you niggas.
Apparently you guys had some violent come to their door.
It's not.
That was his problem.
Yeah.
That was his choice not to continue.
Yeah, there was no
because you got triggered, baby.
What the hell? Come on in, man. Come on in. You got a gun? Come on in, bro. I'm afraid of a gun, nigga. Okay. You don't come in.
Kara, come. Yo,
So,
Kara.
yeah. He's here.
Kara.
Don't do it, bro.
What's up?
Don't do it, man. Don't do it. Don't do it.
I wish your motherfucker would come to my door.
And people think that we sent their former business associate, someone they'd worked with for a long time, to them to attack them and break down their door. I appreciate it. I appreciate that you guys think that. We have so much influence that we know goons everywhere that we can just send to anyone. How can I prove that? How can I prove that I didn't send someone to hit you? I don't know. How do you prove that?
But even he says it himself.
He says it, we say it.
So just to make this very, very clear, you showing up at that door had nothing to do with Abra and Preach. Okay.
If you guys want to believe that we're part of some grand conspiracy, I don't really care, to be honest with you. Go find some proof and press charges. All right, that's what I'm gonna say about that.
I wouldn't have sent someone. I was about to go there myself, but from what I see, they don't want that, and I can't fight a man that doesn't want to fight, even though if he's the one that posted the challenge.
Why?
Well, because that's illegal. If we have a number, they can call us. I've been contacting you. I've been contacting you on the DMs, and you haven't replied. You've seen it, but you haven't replied. You know that. So for that, I know that you don't want none of this.
This nigga Preach shows up. He's going to fight. You're going to lose. It is what it is.
The truth hurt.
It's not fucking acceptable
To insult a man's country and or wife.
Make your bed and sleep in it. There's consequences to your fucking actions. Oh, shit. Okay.
All these other dramas that are coming out, the baby mamas, the people, we're not going to cover all that.
So what, we paid that too? We paid all these people.
We're not going to cover that.
Dude.
Right? Then he's talking to women. He says, you want to get on this podcast? Well, we can only do it if you fuck. Is that how you conduct your business? Right? How are you giving people business lessons, but you shit where you work? Does anyone find it funny that this man's bad business practices are coming out to bite his business in the ass and he's giving you guys all the business advice? There's an incongruence here that I find hilarious. How is it a good business strategy to go message a random woman and say, you want to get on this podcast? I would love to have you on. Let's collaborate. She's like, okay, sure. And you're like, are you single? Because I only work with people I'm banging. Is that a good business practice? Is that burning desire that you mentioned it?
Unlike these idiots, we can actually get girls. These dudes have probably never even smelled a woman.
They've never had genuine burning desire.
Nope.
Because no one wants to eat the fat leftover.
Well, the sex is transactional. We don't have it. But that's exactly what you do. And
you're saying
the way you acquire a woman sometimes is even more important than acquiring her. And what I mean by that is, you're not going to get her best if you pay for it. Nope. And if you're content with that, that's okay. Yeah. But me and Fresh personally, and this is each guy is different, right? Some guys don't care how they get it. Some guys are okay with paying for it. But like me and Fresh personally, we're like, we want this girl's best. You know what I'm saying? We want to own the soul.
And you're seeing all this messiness that you're having with all these women that you're trying to sleep with, right? They're all airing you out. Wouldn't it have been way more convenient if you had a solution for a way to have sex transactionally with women? So it doesn't come back to bite you in the ass? So that when they leave,
if it was transactional,
you may not have problems.
You would have paid and it would have been that.
But some guys, they just want the box and they don't want to deal with the BS. And I get it. I'm not going to knock it because real talk, dealing with women is a headache. I'm not going to lie. It's a headache.
This is the funny thing about these guys. They want to have transactional sex, but they say clout is acceptable, but not money because it's so different. It's not different. It's not different. It's the same thing. Whether it's a goat, whether it's a cow, whether it's gold bars or cash. It's all transactional. And I just want to make it clear. I'm not even saying some of these allegations are necessarily true or not. What I am saying is that there's a reason why people pay for these women's services. It's to avoid the headache that comes with it afterwards. So, for someone who claims he doesn't want drama and doesn't want to deal with all this stuff, maybe the solution for you in certain situations was to pay for some box. Instead of clout, give them money.
I'll agree with you. Dealing with women in Western society, is it worth it? To me, in my opinion, not really. Because what do you get from it? Nothing. I'll agree with you. Dealing with women in Western society, is it worth it? To me, in my opinion, not really. Because what do you get from it? Nothing. Guys, by the way, real quick, deep dark secret.
I just got to give you the hard truth, man. I sucked 3 different dicks yesterday, and I fucked 5 guys last week. And as a matter of fact, I lost my virginity at 19 in a threesome getting Eiffel Towered.
We don't have to do all this on the internet. We can box.
We've said it a plethora of times. Don't play with violence. Don't mention it. Don't say you're about it. Don't say you want to do it. Because the more you talk about how you want to be violent, don't be surprised when it comes to find you. I'm not saying you deserve this. I'm saying there's an action and there's oftentimes a reaction.
Actions have reactions.
And violence begets more violence.
The reason why violence is bad, and I understand that violence is bad, and I took their challenge, you have to understand as well what I said.
Mm-hmm.
I said I wanted to make this thing legal because the violence is not necessary. I'm not going to crap in the streets. Yeah. I'm not going to put myself in a position where it's going to be bad. No, I wanted a ring. I wanted people to be safe in the most safe environment. That's why I said I want that thing to be legal. I wasn't about to catch them off and then beat the guy. That's not what I wanted. You want a fair fight? Let's go. Because I do fair fights and I do MMA and I do different martial arts in a fair setting. I understand that the streets is different. There's no rules in the streets. That's not what I want. So there's different type of violence. But people, you brought up a challenge of boxing and I was there. But if you keep on challenging people, certain other people are not going to take it like that and are literally going to take it in the street and are literally going to have like an on-site mentality. That's why I wanted to bring it up in a safe space. I said safe space. Y'all motherfuckers made me say safe space. Shit.
When you say, I want to box people, and you've not just said it to us, you said it to other YouTubers who just don't happen to be as willing or as interested, right? People who are far smaller than you guys as you guys perceive it. You guys were very comfortable saying how you were going to fight them.
If there's one thing that gets me mad, it's fat dudes that talk smack, man. Like, I absolutely detest obese people that talk smack because the last thing they should be doing is working out their mouth. They need to be working out their body. Ooh. So when Blubber Boy is out here talking smack,
they're lucky I couldn't find their girl because I would send them a DM. Flown out to Miami and send them that tape. Anyhow, yeah. Look at I can't find her.
Oh, there we go. Oh, is that low? Is that a wild low right now that we're about to see? Oh, look at that. We got Fat Albert number 2, Mr. Low.
Yo.
AKA, this guy does not have an Instagram, by the way, guys, which I'm not surprised he does have an Instagram. He doesn't have one. Because if I look like that, I would not be on Instagram either.
What are those?
Seriously, man.
Guys, I'm about to evolve.
Oh, about to evolve. Here we go.
Oh, wait. I'm now Snorlax. Snorlax 2.0.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. A Fat Albert.
Yo.
Shit.
Yo, you transformed into Low?
Oh my God.
What's going on right now? Unlike these idiots, we can actually get girls. These dudes have probably never even smelled a woman.
They've never had genuine burning desire.
Nope.
Because no one wants to eat the fat leftover.
Quick diversion from roasting playback.
Yeah.
I'm going to call this right now. Steve is old, bald, fat, and he ain't in the game no more, and he's wifed up with a single mom, all right? He's a bum. I challenged him to a boxing match. He ain't accept.
He was scared.
He's stupid. And I'll tell you guys, and he was trying to act tough and everything like that. I told him very calmly when me and Solo were talking with him, he was trying to be tough like, Solo and Byron, you guys, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, bruh, listen, we don't have to do all this on the internet. We can box, right? And by the way, for anyone that doesn't know, Steve Dedina is about 5'6" and 200 pounds with a stomach out this far, bro. He's Snorlax number 2. You know what I'm saying?
Bro.
This is your pattern. It's documented. It's online for everyone to see. People critique your videos, say we don't believe you, and you guys talk about how they look. You guys talk nonstop about how you gonna fight them. Someone might be like, oh, you about that violence life and you did something to me, I'm gonna come find you. This person that we supposedly sent, that's your business associate. They gotta beef with you. Your former photographer, he's the one who's airing you out. You have to start to ask yourself, how do I have so many bad business relationships? How is that so many of the guests who I claim I treated supremely well come out and say these guys have no character? At some point, you have to start looking inwardly and start to ask yourself, was I nearly as hospitable as I claim? Was I nearly as good to these people as I claim? And if you didn't, there may be some readjusting you have to do. And it's okay. I think none of us are perfect. I think redemption is good for everybody. This whole talk about canceling, who advocated canceling? Someone calling you out on your bullshit and saying that's fucking whack isn't canceled. For so-called alpha males, everybody wants things to be done in private and quietly. Y'all get on this podcast so you want to dunk on all these ladies. publicly because you think that's cool.
You're willing to play the game when you're the one that has the ball.
Yeah.
When you're getting dunked on, you don't want to do that. You don't want none of that. Be very careful how you treat people on your way up, because you might meet them on your way down.
It is all the people that you had on your way up that are now coming for you on your way down.
But I guarantee you, next year, this time, we're gonna lap you motherfuckers. Because you know what? Thanks. Nobody works harder than us.
Nope.
Period.
I also want to say congratulations for hitting 400K twice.
They didn't hit it yet, but they're gonna hit it.
What do you mean? They hit it on the way up? And they hit it on the way down.
You're stupid. That's petty. That's petty. But yeah.
Oh, you guys are talking about integrity? When you start, hey, listen, we're honest. We're petty. We can be petty sometimes. It's enjoyable and it's kind of fun.
The only way left for the normal guy to become a high-value man, Fresh and Fit giving away their jealousy-guarded secrets for scoring 9s and 10s and more in 2021 while increasing SMV. Myron has triple-digit leg count and Fresh has quadruple-digit. I'd have a hard time believing that Fresh has a double-digit leg count.
Hey guys, we're Fresh Prince CEO, and today we're going to talk about all my W's. Stay tuned for it.
Ladies watching this, how believable is it that this guy has slept with more than 1,000 women? We need some type of blood test where you can prove if someone is still a virgin, like a blood test for proving if someone is on gear or not. You can have Walter go and get checked for one of his blogs. It's likely you've never heard of us though. We've been content to keep a pretty low profile and remain behind the scenes. The rational male, Rollo Tomasi, has seen us in action. We haven't heard of you because no one credible promoted you. What Myron and Walter have done is basically take everything the red pill fake gurus say and spit it out on their Jerry Springer show. I can't even get through this video. Rollo Tomasi has seen us in action. What action are you talking about? Because I know Rollo isn't getting allowed into the Miami nightclubs. Except for our lighting fast growth in YouTube, currently at 22K subscribers with only a few months, we've never tried to promote ourselves, self-aggrandize, and do all that chest-beating nonsense necessary to be a player in the overcrowded guru market. Long story short, I'm going to give you a few cool surprises when you take advantage of the High Value Academy. Yes, they've never done any fake guru stuff like made videos lying about their success with women. Walter specifically has done everything on the fake guru checklist.
But if we're being honest, we know that a lot of motherfuckers in this game
facts,
are liars. I was about to say,
facts, yeah.
They can talk all this stuff. You put them in front of women, is right? And they look like a comatose patient. So it's just important to see who's really about it, and if they're not, then you need to discard them. We only mess with people that are actually real. If you're not real,
That was ironic. A month ago, Walter continued on with the paid press releases tour to build up his fake guru brand. Walter Weeks is cementing his name in the music industry. Age 20, Weeks' lyrical prowess and music writing skills are exceptional. He is proven to be an excellent songwriter and poet, composing captivating songs. Weeks has also established himself as a music producer. A master of his craft, Weeks' music production skills have resulted in him being one of the youngest sought-after music producers in the US. He is a force to reckon with in the industry and is expected to gain more prominence in the near future. His previously paid press releases introduced him into the game of helping people with lifestyle and women. He basically creates the press release before the grift begins, so my guess is this is signaling his next grift of getting into the music business. His immediate aspirations are to establish a music record label to hone his production skills. He also intends to start producing his own music, and he feels that creating his record label is the right step. Good luck to the artist trying to sign to his label, if it even exists. These guys have a product called DMs on Demand, which is going to show you how to DM the most beautiful women in your city and get them on dates. When I fixed my profile and tapped into that hidden 10% of guys who have status and game, I had the women I dreamed about. The women that I previously thought were way out of my league were now messaging me to hang out with them. The women that once rejected me for not being interesting and having a high value lifestyle now wanted to be friends with me. And the women who are attracted to the top 10% of guys were now begging me for alone time together. With all of these amazing women Myron is dating, it's amazing that he doesn't have any receipts on his Instagram page. It's funny that the screenshots proving that this system works includes what is insinuated to be Myron's DM inbox, which no proof is provided, so that's flaw number one. Flaw number two is that blue checkmark girls are not DMing a guy like Myron who has very little clout in the social media world. Flaw number three is that I've never seen an inbox look like this. Flaw number four is the dates don't align. From top to bottom, the dates are 14 hours, 3 weeks, 8 weeks, 1 week, and 1 week. They aren't even in chronological order, so clearly this is a fake image. Proof that their system works is a clearly photoshopped image. What would be funny is having Myron show his Instagram DMs live on the podcast, but we all know why he would never do that. Or maybe we do know what would happen. Thanks to Kevin Ray Wilder for making this video.
Okay, now put up Myron's.
No, hell no.
Yes.
No.
Put up Myron's.
No, man. No. We're not doing this.
I gotta see.
No.
Put up Myron's. Put up Myron's. Chris, put up Myron's.
Chris, don't do it.
Put up Myron's,
Don't listen to this, bro.
Put a content. Put content.
No,
Put up Myron's.
we're
Yes.
not doing it.
Yes.
We're not doing it. We're not doing it. So let's.
Why? Are you scared?
No, it's not that I'm scared, bro.
I mean, you're the.
This is the perfect ending to this video. These girls were reviewing Walter's Instagram and absolutely roasting it. One even said he looks like a scammer. After Walter was abused live on air, he said it was Myron's turn. Myron shut that down quickly, knowing that any criticism from women would have destroyed the facade that he has blue checkmark women sending him DMs.
So that was Spencer Cornelia's video. I thought he did a great job, and it just goes to show you guys just how much lies and faking it till you make it goes into any one of these videos. So we want to just tell you guys, stop playing with violence. Do not encourage that. You want to critique the ideas, go ham. You want to go react to our videos, go ham. I don't really care. But just advice to anybody on this platform. Don't play with violence. Don't encourage it. Don't say we about it. Don't do none of that. Because it has a funny way of finding you when you least expect it. And in this sense, I do empathize with the Fresh and Fit crew. I know what it's like when somebody breaks into your home. I know what it's like to no longer feel safe there. Yeah. It's a frightening thing. Yeah. The place that you were supposed to always have some sense of peace and serenity, it's jeopardized.
All the barriers are broken. Everything is done. Everything is gone. And now you're out in the open. You feel naked. I feel that.
And I also say this. You guys bring these people to your home to do these podcasts and you don't vet them well enough. I know, because you end up kicking up so many of your guests. It's not normal that you invite guests only to kick them out all the time. You guys need to do a better job of vetting these people that you bring on, because this is a new person that you're inviting that you may disrespect or say something foul to, who may come to find you at your place of residence. This is a pro tip to you and to anybody else. If you're gonna bring random people into your home, actually just don't. Have a separate office space, okay? But all in all, him defending his space, I'm not mad at it. I would just say, just again, it's a dangerous business practice, and I don't want anybody to get hurt doing that or following that example. I know it cuts down on costs of using your own space and all that stuff. You get to smash the wound right afterwards, but understand you're putting yourself at risk. Having a gun is great for protection. You know what's better than guns? Prevention. All right? So just stay safe out there.
Mesmo que eu tô chovendo.